think they have become celebrities, haven't they, really, of their own making now. You know, you've got Meghan, she's doing the podcast Archie Types, which we know she interviewed Serena Williams last week, and Mariah Carey. And of course, they've got the bombshell book that Harry is bringing out in late November. So in that category, they are, I suppose, showbiz in their own control and their own right. So there's going to be a buzz today around Manchester. Of course there is. I'm sure lots of people will be heading out to see them. They're going to be at the Bridgewater Hall from about 6 o'clock, so late afternoon. It's the opening ceremony, as Stephen said there, of the One Young World Global Summit. Meghan is doing the keynote address there in the summit. It's the first time she's done an address in the UK since 2020, so all eyes are going to be on what she's saying. But on this Whistle Stop tour, of course, are they going to be seeing their family? That is the question, Isabel and Stephen.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that they're staying back at Frogmore, aren't they, for most of the time they're in the UK. And William and Kate are only half a mile down the road. They're not expected to meet, are they?
No, they're not. I mean, you know, they landed in the UK on Saturday, so they've had a day to go and see them. There's been no news that they've seen William and Kate. And as you've said, they're not expected to see Charles. Charles has got work commitments. The Queen, of course, is in Balmoral. And I think the thing is that, you know, William and Harry, there's a lot of trust lost between them. And I do think that they are probably not going to have that meeting again until after that book is released that we know is coming in November from Harry, because obviously we're hearing that it's going to be not so good for the royals, should I say. And of course, we've got their documentary, which is coming out on Netflix in December. So I just think a wide berth, despite the fact they are half a mile down the road. You would think they would give him a bit of a visit. Security is going to be tight today. There's going to be a ring of steel around the area that the Sussexes are going to be around. They've paid for that themselves, apparently, and the organisers, because, of course, they can't have access to Greater Manchester Police Force. We know that. But Mancunians, we love to give people a warm welcome. So I know sometimes Harry and Meghan can divide public opinion, but we've got big hearts here in Manchester. So I think they'll be on show today.
Well, there was some booing, wasn't there, when they appeared at St Paul's Cathedral? So I wonder if that will be repeated. Suspect not, but you never know. It's just going back to your comments about them being very close to each other in Windsor. And, you know, obviously it's shocking if they don't meet up, especially when you think that, you know, the Cambridges have only just moved to Adelaide Cottage, so it'd be a new house to go and visit. The children just about to start new schools this week, an opportunity for Uncle Harry to see his beloved nieces and nephews. And when you think about it in actual family terms, it's all the more sad, really. The paper's reporting this morning that Prince Charles as well, open invitation to them, which they've turned down, allegedly because they're too busy, flying to Dusseldorf tomorrow, then back for the Well Child Awards in London on Thursday. So they do have a busy schedule, but you'd think you'd make time for family, wouldn't you?
Well, I would, and I'm sure you guys would as well. But, you know, there's a lot of friction. There's a lot of history there. So, you know, I just think they're trying to protect their brand themselves, because I think they are a brand now. And, of course, you know, on the other side, you know, William and Kate really, I suppose, don't want to rock the boat at this stage. It's such a shame, because the boys were so close, you know, back in the day. And now there's this real divide, which none of us really wanted to see. I mean, it makes good fodder for the Crown if they ever decide to do a Series 7. I know that they're planning on ending on Series 6, which they're currently going to start filming at the end of this month. In fact, they have announced the Kate and William that they've been cast as well for the Crown. So that's been great showbiz news this weekend. And Unknown is going to be playing Kate Middleton. So a great coup for 19-year-old Meg Bellamy. It's her first ever role. So all eyes are going to be on that. And of course, Netflix, it's got the big tick, hasn't it, for Harry and Meghan, because their documentary is going to be on that channel.
Yeah, have to sort of watch it through our fingers, I think. Michelle, good to talk to you. Good to talk to a good Manchester lass. I'm loving all the bees and the honeycomb and everything behind you, keeping the theme going.
Well, you're always welcome in my bar, Stephen, if you are ever in Manchester. I know, Isabel, you came down with Eamon, didn't you, earlier this year? So do pop in. I should be raising a glass to Harry and Meghan a little bit later and hoping all goes well for them. No booze.